Okay, 1350, good luck. So this is our first rapid game of 2025. 1700 games for opponent, very good. Let's play Sicilian for this one instead of the Carol, just mixing it up. Oh, my little heater has just clicked off there. Oh, actually, it's not too bad today. For a winter's day, it's actually relatively mild today. What am I on now? 872. Okay, I'm just going to go for this card setup. E6 and A6. Now I've got a chance to push a pawn with tempo attacking the bishop here. Well, that's got it trapped. Just going to pay a little bit of attention there. Obviously, trusting my opponent's rating is correct. It's somebody who's a relatively, I was going to say not a beginner, but it's not a bad rating. You can play good chess at this rating level as long as your rating's correct, but what do I want to do? I want to play knight here, but there's the annoying bishop down then up. Bishop up's no good. Let's play the bishop right up and pin the knight. I'll probably bring the knight here. Yeah, he's come forward. I'm going to bring the queen right up as well. Threaten to win a pawn here. I might still play this, even though it means I can't castle, but yeah, let's go here anyway. If the knight moves, I'll just trade the bishop. Yeah, at this rating level, as long as it's an established rating and it's an accurate rating, you can play very good chess. Let's develop our bishop. I've got to be a bit careful, actually. We've gained a piece, but we still have to pay attention. Like here, if I take, my bishop's actually going to hang, isn't it? And then he's threatening to go here. I might actually be going wrong here, so what do I do? Knight up's no good, bishop up. Yeah, I might actually be going a bit wrong here. I think I can take and drop back, but got to pay attention. That's why I put the bishop there instead of the knight. Otherwise he was threatening to discover there. But I was just trying to say my opponent just needs to just play the opening, especially in rapid, that little bit slower. Just pay that bit more attention just to avoid sloppy blunders. But we all do them. That's how you learn in chess. You learn from your own mistakes, generally speaking. So pawn up seems nice here. The bishop is extra guarded. We're threatening to take and break through, but there's a nasty diagonal, isn't there? So do I bring the knight across? No, I'm actually going to push the pawn first and see what he does. If he takes, I'll take and I'll hit the queen and the knight. I'm not a massive fan of my position here, actually. If I can just complete my piece development, connect the rooks, then I'll be okay. Okay, now I'm okay. I can just trade off here. He maybe drop the queen back and guard the knight. Oh, he's allowed me to take there, so... Again, it could be double-edged potentially. If you get the rook across combined with a bishop, it could be double-edged, it could be. Now, does he have a sack if I go here? Takes, takes, and he doesn't have an immediate attack. So I'm going to trust that I'm okay and try and get rid of the bishop. But that's always a move you've got to look out for. If I take, he doesn't have a one-move attack there, so that's why I've played here. So now I'll attack the bishop again. You can use it as a giant pawn, but I've got my piece development finally done. He's gone there. I think I should get my queen on a good square. I'm going to develop my queen this time. Again, it's easy to miss that the bishop's attacked. Hopefully you'll see it, but it's easy to miss that. But we hit the pawn and the bishop. But yeah, it's one thing to watch out for, just this sort of concept. Oh, he has missed it, unlucky. Well, I assume he's missed it. He can activate his rook. Then we've got queen back. So, well, I can go queen here, can't I, and offer a queen trade. We're up 2 pieces, 2 knights extra, so any big pieces you can get off, get them off if you can. So he's played across. Now, I don't want to be fancy and do something like this, even though it's probably bad anyway. I can check, I don't like that. I'm just going to go across one and hit the pawn. And bring the knight across, he's guarded that. So I'll activate this knight and attack the rook again. Gone back, so I could do this and attack the queen and the pawn. That looks like a nice move. But we hit both pawns as well as the queen. It means we can also drop the knight back as a big giant pawn if needed. So do I take this one with a check or do I take here? I think I should take this one and then just come back again. I say it's just about paying attention now that I don't blunder something really, really sloppy, which I'm capable of doing, of course. Knight back in order to come back again. Rook across, and I'll just use the knight as a big giant pawn. And and hope I'm not blundering anything, which I could do, but I don't think I am. So the knight now becomes a big enormous pawn. Both of them do. So we've got 6 pawns around the king now, if we just think of it like that. And trust our queen isn't trapped. Have I trapped my queen here, not paying attention? I mean, I've got knight across to attack the queen, but I might have got myself actually trapped here. No, I've got a check. So check, takes, rook takes here, and I'm actually fine. Yeah, I'm not paying too much attention like I should be, but I'm actually fine here. But it's more a little bit of luck thrown into that. So he should take the pawn, but my king's perfectly safe. I can activate the rook and get one of them off. Or I can play knight back, try and trap the rook. But again, getting a little bit careless. A little bit careless. Okay, so I'm just going to drop back now and trap the rook in here. He can obviously give up the rook for the knight, which he's done. So now I'll bring my king up, guard everything. So now it really should be relatively comfortable. Yeah, he's had enough there. He's just resigned. But just a little opening mistake for my opponent, and then it made it a difficult game. But you can see somebody's got the fundamentals of a decent game there, so well done. So we'll pause so we don't accidentally start another game. And this was our first rapid game of 2025. So 36 moves. They're the move times for both players. So let's see how we played it in engine speak. It felt like I'd started the opening well and then I'd gone wrong somewhere. That's what it felt like, but let's just find out, because that's what you're trying to learn for when you do these reviews. Maybe I played it all right, maybe I did, but let's just try and find out. Yeah, it's gone up, gone well, and it's gone back down a little bit, so lots of little blips there, but we still played 95% C versus 88% on the accuracy. Just that one early blunder from opponent. That's all it was, just one early blunder. Otherwise 95 versus 88% accuracy. So we're just going for this Khan setup with the Sicilian, just that little bit of variety instead of the Caro Khan. And we're just putting the pawns on e6 and a6, and then we just have a tempo to attack the bishop there. Just drop the bishop back. Opponent moved a little bit quickly here, didn't he? Yeah, just 1 second. And allowed the bishop to get trapped. It's the only blunder of the game. So here, I should have actually played f6. Now, f6 is a little bit counterintuitive. It's opening your king's defenses up, but it is the correct move to play. And then I got into a little bit of bother here, didn't I? Just slightly going wrong. When I lined the bishops up here and I missed the queen move. Okay, I haven't actually blundered because I've realised it, so I've moved the bishop on, but it's just a little bit careless. Just that little bit careless. And then here, of course, I was wondering whether you might even just simply sack there, but there's no immediate quick attack to get the rooks and the queen into play, so I thought I was okay. And I'm just trying to go for development moves. Opponents just missed that lateral move that the bishop was under attack there. Very, very easy to miss that. And then here I nearly managed to get my queen trapped, not paying attention. Yeah, so here I should have actually thrown in a check. Oh, it's checkmate. It's actually a mate in two, and I can see it straight away now. Check, your king can't escape, you have to block, and it's mate. So yeah, just not paying attention. Not paying attention, a little bit careless there. And then in this position, it's still perfectly good for us. Again, just that little bit of a lax concentration, but we still played a decent game, but good effort by my opponent there. So, very well done.